carrying water to those trees. They will never amount to anything. Certainly you will never live to see them grow at all. My grandmother turned on this neighbor and with all 5 feet of her height said, "Maybe I won't live to see them grow at all, but this little girl will." And she pointed to my mother. Well, my mother did see them grow, and so did I. I went to church, played with my friends, and had picnics with my family under the shade of those beautiful trees my great-grandmother had planted and watered. Now my children and my grandchildren have played and had picnics under those same trees. And so the story goes on. Whether it is trees to remind us of our native land, or stories that tell us of our ancestors, or photos that show us how things were when we were young, these are all ways we tie ourselves to our heritage, ways we bind ourselves to those who must not be forgotten.
The nice thing about a story like that, which I dearly love, is that it becomes my story too. With my marriage to Pat, I automatically get a tie to her ancestors and their lives, in addition to my own. There's a multiplier effect in family history that is absolutely wonderful. In terms of my own family, I have one line of first-generation converts to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and one line of long, multi-generational pioneers who joined the church very early in its history. This combination of pioneer ancestry on one side and a first-generation convert family on the other makes it very easy for me to identify with virtually everyone who tells me of their heritage. We only have to visit briefly before learning that some aspect of their family story is exactly like mine. Now, to make sure you have no confusion about my name, I must confess that I am not Dutch. It would surprise you how many people assume that because my name is Holland, I must be from the Netherlands. I do love the Dutch people, but my Holland ancestors are 100% Irish. Here's a painting of my great-grandmother's home in County Cork, Ireland. You can see that it hangs in a prominent place in our living room in Salt Lake City, Utah. And this is a painting of Pat's great-grandfather's ranch house in the mountains outside of Enterprise. It hangs in our summer home in Midway, Utah. I commissioned the painting of this scene and then gave it to Pat for our anniversary one year. I think I have never given her a gift that has mattered more to her than this one. We feel it's important to celebrate these scenes from our ancestors' lives and the tie that gives us to those earlier generations. It also provides us many opportunities to tell our children, and now our grandchildren, the stories of those early members of our family as they see pictures like these displayed in our home, along with other memorabilia.
We are so delighted that our children, Matthew, Mary Alice, and David, joined us here in St. George. We spent the day driving around the favorite spots in the city, reminiscing about our growing up years here. And now we would like to share some of those memories with you.